Okay, so initially, as I said, because you hit that kind of excessive hooking shot, that was kind of, you want to see a draw, that's fine. I want to see a draw that kind of does that, not disappears out the screen and kind of sling hooks back. Okay, so what you did as a result of that, obviously, was aiming a long way right. You'd whip the club quite a long way inside here now, sort of halfway back here now. That club is a long way behind you. Just encouraging a path that's going to come way on the inside. Now, two things can happen. Either you'll come on that inside path there too acutely, ball's going to start way right, hands rip over, you get a big hook, or you might adjust your angle and come a bit over the top, start it back on line, but if you start coming over the top, you're a bit steep, then you're at the ground beyond the golf ball, which is maybe why in time the ball started creeping back, almost unconsciously sometimes, okay? So the sensation you've got to try and do then now as the club goes back is this right hip, this right shoulder, it's taking the golf club back now. So you can do a few practice movements here now, as we can see. So you're moving the club away just as a thought now with your right side. So your right hip, right shoulder, just basically passing something to somebody to your right there. You've got a bucket of balls. Oh, here's the basket. You wouldn't sort of drag it around your arm or try and get your left arm across your chest. You just take your torso and move your body back.
Is that still too far?
No, that's fine. Anywhere between there and there, basically between your backside and your hands is fine, okay? And in an ideal world, if it goes a little bit more towards the hands, that'd be okay, but I wouldn't want to go too much too quickly. Because if we move it over here somewhere, it feels so extreme. It feels a bit strange now anyway. If you move too much too quickly, you'll probably end up really funky shots and stuff. So over time, we can sort of get that moving a little bit. But to start with, you've got to feel that club is moving away with the right hip and the right shoulder. Once he turns back there, that's a bit pushed away with the arm, but that's not too bad. I'd rather see that sort of movement to start with than him disappearing behind you. At least you've got a chance there with that club and to try and sort of neutralise the ball flight, okay? So that club's going to work a bit straighter on the way back, and then the torso is going to move the club. So the club goes back here now, torso turning, decent, yeah? Club there nicely in line as you go back. Top of the backswing there now. Looks a little bit longer because your arms are kind of sucked into your chest there a little bit. Your backswing did get a little bit on the shorter side. I think partly because you had nowhere to go, because if your left arm's kind of here, can't go up here, can it? If you turn your body better, we can get that club up a little bit higher. And then as the club then comes back down, we're still coming down a nice sort of into-out path. That club shaft is still left of the golf ball as it comes in here. It's then that release pattern, which will take a bit of practice, okay? The elbow for you always wants to pop up a little bit. As we said, that T-peg drill, stick it in there and just practice that position, just handshaking the target, yeah? Again, you pass them into the right, you handshake to the left, yeah? You were kind of dragging your arms across and then blocking it on the way through. But that, I think, was more instinct based on a golf ball that you would see doing that. Then you'd aim further right and then just bring the club even further back on the inside to send it further right. And all these little things that we see people doing, ball position, body alignment, taking the club inside, are all kind of like byproducts of what you were getting with the ball. The ball was hooking, or just to send it further right. Problem is, the more right you try and send it, the more spin you produce, the more left it goes. Then your left arm kind of came into it, and then eventually you made two wrongs make a right. If you had 2 or 3 games, maybe when you went to Portugal and played a few games on holiday there, you had a couple of games back to back to back, you started playing golf towards the end of it. But the first few holes were a bit like, where are we going? It needs to be more of a kind of, if you're slightly out with your game, you're a bit thinner, a bit heavy, the ball's still going straightish rather than slinging it left to right and right to left so much. Okay? So work on that takeaway. We just work on that club, just moving back and forth there with the right side of your body, turning out the way, taking the torso and the club going back together as one. And then once you've kind of got that sort of dialed in, it sort of feels really comfortable. You think, I'm doing this now most of the time. Then we'll probably look for the second session, get the elbow working better with that release pattern to the ball, okay? But what you should hopefully see in some ways, it might sound a little bit negative to what you want to do, but I want to see a few golf balls on the drive edge if you get a chance to practice, kind of doing a bit more that shape, because that shows then your backswing is better. And the reason why then it's cutting is because of your left elbow doing that. If it's still hooking or going a bit drawy, you're probably still whipping it a bit inside. I doubt you fixed your follow through or your release patterns that quickly. You may do, it might surprise me, but more likely going to be the fact that you're going back to your older technique where it's just the 2 wrongs making a right.
But even that, I'd like a draw. But if I
No.
What I'm saying is that if I do that when I'm off, if that's just the standard,
exactly. And then
as soon as I have something controllable, then a desire of this.
A hook just gets slingy and stuff. And for a longish hitter, it gets out of control. That ball just goes, and you can't really, you're aiming miles right at the target. So, okay, makes sense, buddy.
Well, yeah.